matrix. Now, basically, a matrix is talking about what? Or is basically a rectangular array of elements, either numbers, parameters, or variables. An n, so an m by n matrix is a rectangular array of numbers or other mathematical objects with m rows. So m here, the first one represents what? Rows, and n columns. So for instance, a 2 by 2 matrix, A with 2 rows and 2 columns looks like M N O P. So this is a typical example of what a matrix, and I say that's an array or a rectangular array for element. Okay, so what is the dimension of this particular matrix? And it's what? 2 by 2. So this matrix is what? 2 by 2 matrix. Can we talk about other ones too? Okay, but before that, let's talk about this type or this example here. The first row has element m and n. So this is the first row. First row has element m and n, and the second row has element op. Then the first column has element mo. So this is the row, so the vertical one. Then the second column has the vertical one is a column, and the second column has element np. Yes, we can also have 2 by 3 matrix, 3 by 2 matrix, or many. Okay, so typical examples, we can talk about a matrix A being equal to, let's say, A, B, C, D, E, F. This is one matrix. Then we can talk about, let's say, a matrix B, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is also another matrix. And what do you think will be the dimension of the first one? Okay, now we said the first one will be what? The row, followed by what? The column. So how many rows do we have here? We have 2. So this is going to be 2 by 1, 2, 3. So we have by 3. So this is a 2 by 3 matrix. And what about this? How many rows do we have here? We have 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So in this case, we have 3 rows, then 2 columns. So this is also a 3 by 2 matrix. Okay, the 2 by 3 matrix means we have 2 rows and 3 columns, and the 3 by 2 matrix also means that we have 3 rows and 2 columns. In addition to the above examples, so this examples here are also row matrix and a column matrix. Okay, we can have row matrix and a column matrix. These matrices are also called vectors. They are also called what? Vectors. They are also called vectors. The column vector is in the general form. So the column one is in the general form m by 1, and the row So this goes with the column, and the row is in the form 1 by n. So it means that if it is a row, the row is only 1 by n columns. The row is only 1, and the columns can vary. It can be any number. That's why we have n here. If it is a column, the rows can vary, but the column is only 1. So something like, let's say 1, 3, 4. A matrix like this, and also let's say 1, 2. Sorry, do not write with commas. So this is not allowed. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, like this. So this is also another form. Which of them is a row matrix and which is a column matrix? Now, when you look at this is having only one column. Yes. So comparing the row come first. So you have 1 by how many columns? So the row is 1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 rows by the column. Column is only 1. It's 4 by 1. Now let's look at this one too. We have only 1 row by the column. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4. Yes. So these are what examples of row matrix and column matrix. Okay. Now, generally, a matrix can be denoted in the form. So, in a general form, the general form of a matrix A, let's say this, we have A11, A12, A13, up to let's say A1n. Then can have A21, A22, A23, up to let's say A2n. We can have, let's say, A31, A32, A33, up to let's say A3n. So basically, the general form of a matrix is in this form. Now, what does it mean? Here, the matrix is denoted by A equals AIJ MN, and this talks about the dimension. Or simply, you can write it as what? A equals AIJ. Now, what does it mean? The I here talks about the row, and the J talks about the column. So the A11 here, it talks about first row. So row 1, column 1, column 1. So row 1, column 1 is still here. So A11 is there. Alright. So let's say we have A32. It means row 3, column 2. So where's row 3? Here, column 2. This is where it is. So the AIJ, the first one, I is what? Row, and the J is what? Column. So it is quite simple. Let's look at an example on that. Let's say if A equals 5, negative 8, 3, 2, negative 1, and 7. Okay, first part, specify the dimension of A. What do you think will be the dimension? Of course, we said it should be in the form m by what? N. Now, the first one is talk about the row and the second one is column. How many rows do we have here? It's going to give us what? And the first row, what? 1, 2. So we have 2 by how many columns? 1, 2, 3 by 3. So the dimension is what? 2 by 3 matrix. 2 by 3 matrix. Now let me ask you this. Find the entry. So the elements in the matrix are called entries. So find the entry A22. So what is A22? Where can you find that? Now it means that we are going to look at the element or the entry at the row 2 column 2. Where's row 2? This is row 2, column 2 is here, and that one becomes what? -1. Okay, so this is quite simple when it comes to matrix. So the basic idea or the basic intro about matrix is that in our next video we're going to talk about some laws of matrix. All right, so thank you for watching.